that time of year where we're still a little warm. We definitely don't always need a large duvet or comforter. So now we can bring home a cotton waffle blanket that gives us 100% cotton. And we can use this really as our comforter. We don't really need to go with all of our bigger comforters or our until we get to the colder weather at least. So this brings us either your queen or your king. $44.99 for your queen option and $47.99 for your king option, both those wonderful oversized. We have 3 color choices for you. Actually, we have 5, but we have 3 in studio. This is beautiful blue that is on our bed. And then next to Nancy, we have it for you in the bone. And Nancy, that's like I mean, bone's the perfect color for it. There's a little bit of taupiness into the white.
Yep, there's a little bit of that yellow undertone in this, the bone color. Yep.
And then the one that I have is that blush color. Really beautiful. There's a little bit of a peachiness to it. It's a gorgeous color. We have only about 200 to go around, so that's the one that I have. It is washed beautifully. It's nice and soft. I have it on my bed right now as we speak. On QVC.com, we also have it for you in white and in gray. And that gray is going to be a little bit of a deeper gray choice there. Your easy pay ranges from $11.25 to $12. Nancy, let's chat about these. Oh, they're good.
Yeah, I have this in the gray, and the gray actually has a little bit of a green undertone to it.
Great.
So if you have sages in your room, that gray will actually be really nice. And with that, it looks really beautiful in our room.
Great. Yeah. Or maybe you picked up the sage botanical sheets would look well with that. Would look really beautiful.
I think it would be just totally fine. Yeah.
Great.
So when I first got this blanket, and I saw it, and we were going through this with the team, I just loved it instantly because it brought me back to the day that we took our daughter home from the hospital. So my daughter's adopted, and but we got to bring her to what is called aftercare. So, but I had bought a yellow blanket for her, and it was a waffle yellow blanket, 100% cotton, and it had a beautiful trim around it, just like this one. It's like a satin binding all the way around.
Yes.
And I just think, wow, that brought me back, and it brought me so much comfort, and it just this happy time.
Yeah.
And so we put this on our bed, and I just couldn't help myself. And I know it's kind of stupid, but I pulled back our comforter, and I saw this blanket, and I just pulled it back, and then I got in bed, and it made me so happy. And I'm like, I love that. I'm like talking to my bed. I'm like, I love that. And that's how I feel so much about all these really, really amazing products that are coming into new for you. We have so much coming up for the fall and fall and the winter season. It's just beautiful. But this is 100% micro cotton, and that actually is a long staple cotton. It isn't tiny like you might think it is, but it's long staple cotton that is more durable than traditional cotton. So it's going to be durable. It's going to be nice and soft. But Rachel, tell me what you thought when you opened it up and you put it on your bed. Like, did you get any any warm fuzzies like I did?
I used to, growing up, we always knew that the cooler weather was coming when my mom would take off our comforter and she would put a waffle blanket onto our beds. And so I grew up with a twin sister, so we each had our little twin beds in our, our little room. And so we had these cat comforters, and my mom would put this waffle blanket on. And so I have been, until I picked this up, I had just been using my duvet cover and my duvet, and I was like, I am too warm at night, even with the AC going on. So now I just have this, and it's so much more easy. It has washed beautifully, and it gives enough of, I actually am someone who likes to have a little bit of weight on me while I'm sleeping. This is bulky enough to give a little bit of that feeling of weight, and yet it's not overheated. It's not overheating me at all.
Yeah. And I also love this blanket because it's super versatile. So if you get one, you can put one in the car. So you can go to the beach, and because you can wash it. So you could put this out to go on a picnic in the park if you want to do that. If you're sitting by the fire pit, you can wrap yourself up in it. This can be put on a couch, on a table, on a chair, so that this is your, kind of blanket that you snuggle up in all the time, because it is still breathable. It's still 100% cotton, and it really is a beautiful, beautiful blanket with the texture of the waffle weave throughout.
And you don't have any, I've had mine I can't even remember when we did that show, Nancy, but it was a couple months ago, I want to say. And I've had mine, I've washed it multiple times. I don't have any little threads out, nothing's,
No, yeah.
you know, it's a beautifully designed blanket, very great quality. And a lot of times with waffle blankets, you're not getting 100% cotton. So today, to be able to get 100% cotton at a clearance sale price,
Yes.
maybe this is for your guest room, maybe it's for your kids' room, maybe it's for your room. Just get that little refresh and that upgrade, and you're gonna find a way to use it, right? Whether it is just watching movies on the couch or keeping it in your trunk and going to the picnics, or placing it onto your beds, whether that be your bed or your guest bed, it's a beautiful blanket to have.
Yes, I mean, it's sort of like a nostalgia piece in a way, you know, and because as you just said, it's 100% cotton and it is not a blend of anything else, and so you're getting, the more you wash it, the softer it's going to become, and it's just washes easily, no fabric softeners, no, you know, anything like that, dryer sheets, because the cotton doesn't really like that.
Right.
And why? I mean, that's the beauty of where textiles have gone.
Yeah.
Is that now we don't need those extra things.
Right. And you know what's also great? Whatever in the future you decide to do as far as your duvet cover, your patterns, your comforter, this goes with any decor, any style. This honestly feels like those hotel blankets that you get. So whatever color you go with, whether it is that beautiful blue, whether you want to go with the bone that is next to Nancy, or that blush color that I picked up. There's that blush. We have it for you also in that gray option. There's your white. And then can we just show that bone one? And there's your bone, a little bit of the yellow tones to the bone option. $44.99 for queen, and just $3 more for the king option, $47.99, and easy pay under $12 or at $12 to bring this home. H451922. Remember, here at the QVC